Could you ever imagine a situation at this point in which you work for someone? The answer right now is no. Like, even if you got offered $100 million to be bought out, like, I wouldn't even hesitate to say no, because that's just not what I signed up for. Like, the entire point behind Indenaro, yeah, was to help business owners manage their finances better, but the secondary purpose was to create an environment where my friends and I could work on a project we're super passionate about and have complete freedom doing so. So one person I've been having a lot of respect for the past few weeks is Warren Buffett, because through Berkshire Hathaway, he's been acquiring companies, but instead of bringing all these companies under the roof of Berkshire Hathaway, he lets them operate independently even after the acquisition. So, for example, Geico was acquired by Berkshire Hathaway many years ago, but to this day, the entire company operates in its own headquarters. The CEO gets to manage his job without any interference from any of the directors at Berkshire Hathaway. And I think if more companies did that out in Silicon Valley, you'd see much better innovation post acquisition. All right, bunch of new questions. A lot of Y Combinator startup members both live and work together during the incubation process. Did you do so with your fellow co-founders? And the answer is yes. 4 of us lived in the same house, and we worked out of our living room. And I think it's really important to do that versus live in separate places and then commute to work, especially in the incubation stage, because your best ideas come from just brainstorming with each other in the middle of the night. Like, I remember at Indenaro, like, a bunch of our ideas came during 1 a.m., just like sitting on the floor, talking about our business woes, and that's when we come up with all of our best product feature innovations. So I think it's so important to live with your co-founders, at least for the first 3 months. And then you can find a real office and grow up a little more. How does Indenaro ensure the confidentiality of one's company financial data? So first of all, when we look at any data pertaining to the transactions on Indenaro, it's completely anonymized. Like, you don't know who spent money at McDonald's, for example. All we have is McDonald's and the amount number, and that's pretty much all the data that our support engineers get a look at. So I wouldn't be worried about us knowing where you as an individual are actually spending your money.